Hello, my name is Joshua Morris, and this speech I'll be covering the rich history of bowling. This next slide is going to cover a few topics and ask a few questions to the audience. What is bowling? When was bowling created? Who created bowling? And when did it evolve into the sport that we know today? The next slide is going to discuss, what bowling is. We know bowling today, the American version of bowling, is rolling a circular ball down a lane that's roughly 60 foot long with 2 foot of pin deck, hitting a total of 10 pins for the possibility to get the perfect score of a 300. But as you will learn throughout this presentation, that's not what entirely the world views bowling as. In the 1930s, Sir Flinders Petrie, a historian, found an ancient tomb with several artifacts that he believed to be crude versions of bowling that were dated back to 3500 BC. And then William Peel, a historian out of Germany, believes that bowling was created in 300 AD in Germany. And then as we transition forward to further times, 1366, King Edward III, we knew bowling was prevalent then, so because he allegedly banned bowling from his troops, so that way it forced them to focus on archery. And as we go into the next slides, we'll go into the actual transition of the Americanized version of bowling. However, still in the late 1800s era, it was a form of 9-pin bowling that was used, and a lot of it used for gambling. And Connecticut outlawed it in one of their laws. And then in 1895, Joe Thumb pulled all the regional guys together and created the American Bowling Congress, or the International Bowling Congress. He set standards for ball weight, dimensions, rules, and stuff like that. It was created for men only, and it wasn't until 1917 that the Women's International Bowling Congress was created. However, women were prevalent in bowling before that time. And then in 1961, the ABC network aired the first professional bowling association tournament on national TV. In the next slides, we'll cover some of the different aspects of bowling and what it is, and go from there. You have in this picture, as you can see here, you've got the British lawn bowling, the Italian boque, the French pentique, and then the American bowling. As we see, the British, Italian, and French, their version of bowling is very similar, but it has similar rules, but it's different per country but as we see down here at the bottom one right here, this is the moonlight bowling is what we call it here in the United States. So it's where you get the black lights and turn it all out and go from there and have some night light bowling, basically. In conclusion, cover the topics of how many bowlers worldwide. Roughly more than 95 million bowlers worldwide participate in the sport of bowling, whether it's the Italian, the French, the British, their versions of bowling, or if it's the standardized, national, international bowling congress, and how they do that with that. We've found that there's no actual date of set for when bowling was created. There was no actual creator to name for who created bowling. And we've also learned that standardization for bowling was created in the late 1800s by uh, Joe Thumb for the actual standardization of the ball weights, size, dimensions, and stuff like that, and go from there. I hope you enjoyed this, and you have a nice day.